Uh. On. There we go. Oh, there's so much things on my desk. Oh, hello, okay, trim. How are you guys? Oh, fuck. A bit too late for a stream, but oh well. Yeah, I'm still burning. Should I keep that? I guess I'll keep it. If you're not here for the URL stream, you're probably missing the context, but there's really not that much context, really. Hold on. Just gonna make sure I have some stuff open real quick. Okay, so okay, where was I? Okay, welcome to the stream. It's going to be the 11.7 discussion stream, but as I mentioned in my post, I want to do a little bit of a catching up on what has been happening on returner mode off stream, because I have been doing stuff here and there, of course. I see some first-time chatters here. Hello, hello. So what has been happening off stream? Well, first of all, a shit ton amount of start SOL. I have not progressed on UL at all, actually. I have not touched Here Be Dragons at all, but I've been doing pretty much every single fucking start SOL. That's a thing. I think someone mentioned Baron Seal earlier. I did not touch Baron Seal at all. Fuck Baron Seal. This sucks. This sucks. I hate it. I don't want to do it at all. Other than that, there's really not any other like major advents that I've done. I've done Typhoon Nihil. It's not that big of a deal now that we have all these anti-relics and all this shit. It's like yeah. So that's one of the things that has happened. I did got Modern Cat's true form. I figured I don't need to do that on stream. It's probably just alright. Pokestar, thank you for the Prime sub. Hell yeah, welcome. Hope you enjoy your emotes and shit. Finally, Lucas does a stream that's compatible with my time zone. This is... all of my streams are like this. All of my streams are always around this time. This is what my stream time always is. Other than that, hold on, let me look at my images that I can show. Let's see here. Okay, what can I show first? Well, there are a couple of other new true forms. One of them being Surgeon Cat. I know a lot of people probably isn't going to care about Surgeon Cat, but I was like, I have the rocks for it. I might as well get it. I still have a decent amount of rocks left. I am saving up for Cactus, which is something that 11.7 has. And I see my rock amounts and I'm like, I got enough blue and green for Cactus. I can just spend a couple for Surgeons, that's all. Other than that is also Haniwa Cat. Speaking of eggers, I think if you're like around the Reddit Discord, you've probably seen me using Haniwa a lot. Yeah, Haniwa was pretty good. Haniwa was pretty good. I've been using him here and there. Pretty nice, pretty nice, pretty good. And then the other thing is that I got a golden cat fruit from Aku Realms, I think. And Popleto, thank you for the 2 months. Hello. Just got Poseidon, Amaterasu, Lucifer, and from today's banner. I can talk about today's banner too after this, but not yet. Thank you for the 2 months. So yeah, I got Haniwa. The other one is that from the gold cat fruit that I got from like Aku Realms, was it? True form Nekokaman, which probably not going to be used soon, but well, I might as well. I just put in gold bar. There we go. Other than that, I think that's all for true forms. Yeah, I think that's all for true forms. So, the next thing that I want to show is this. Today's banner has a 10% chance of girl spawns. And I decided, well, if this shit ain't gonna get guaranteed anytime soon, I might as well roll it now. I might as well just do this shit now. So I recorded myself, and I immediately got Kana, which is very interesting, because she's recently gotten a true form. Yeah, this is a double chance. This is basically like an Uberfest kind of chance, where it's a 10% chance of an Uber and a higher percent chance of legendary as well. So there you have it. First I got Kana. I'm still sort of indecisive on whether I want to use her or not, because I know Kana's true form is actually really good, but I don't know how good it actually is, and I haven't really seen that much people actually talk about it as much. If I feel like if she's that broken, I feel like more people would have talked about her more, but then I feel like she's sort of like limited to a scope of people saying, oh, she's good, but like I haven't seen anyone actually use her. But to be fair, it is Girls Month. It's not exactly a set that a lot of people have at the first place. So I kind of get that some people might say, oh, it's really good, but a lot of people just don't have it because it's a Girls Month. So maybe I will use her, but I'm still kind of on the edge for now. So yeah, there we go. I'm still rolling tickets for now. I just keep on rolling and rolling and rolling. I do have nearly 8,000 cat food, so I thought to myself, well, you know what? I have the cat food for it. If I still am not satisfied with the ticket rolls that I have, I might as well just do an oven roll with my cat food. It's basically an Uberfest chance anyways. So it's, even though it's not guaranteed, well, it's still a pretty decent chance, I thought. Oh yeah, Kana's true form is also another one that actually requires behemoth stones. But I'm pretty sure her requirement for behemoth, for her true form doesn't require that much behemoth stones, right? I'm pretty sure I have plenty of behemoth stones. Kana is definitely not underrated. Kana used to be bad because her multi-hit used to be really weird, because she now has the, you know, differentiating range thing for each of her multi-hit, which actually makes a lot of things, a lot of her attacks much more consistent, and her surge hitting better, and also things like her range just even increased with that. So that change alone, even without the true form, is already really good. Also, playing bandits, thank you for the, was it normal sub? Yeah, normal sub. Thank you for the tier 1. And there we go. My second Uber that I pulled. I got Deal. This is actually also another one that I really want to get. So this is the 11th roll that I do. First I got Deal, and now I got Hime Yuri. This is also another one that I really want. Anti-Angel, anti-floating, pretty good stats. So that's quite a decent haul. And then a second Hime Yuri, and then Verbana. This is a really good 11 roll. So from all those rolls, that's a total of like around 30, almost 40, almost 40 total of rolls. And I got like 4 new Ubers, 1 dupe. Really good. Yeah, it's a very nice, very good. So that's about it. Basically from the set, let me pull back to this here. From the set, that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 6 Ubers in the set, right? I am missing Ruri and Reika. But I was thinking, well, if I got Reika, I'm actually not even sure if I want to use her because she's actually really good. I actually have personally used Reika before in the past, and I can definitely attest that Reika is really good. But then I was like, but what if I get her anyways? It's like, what if it's like Girls Months isn't gonna come back anytime soon, I thought to myself, and I'm like, well, this is probably my chance. It's probably now or never. Mario V lol, whatever. Mario, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Hell yeah. Hope you get enjoy your sub and all that stuff. So you see, earlier I have like around almost 8,000 cat food. You see my cat food right now? You see my cat food right now? So what I did is I rolled again. Yeah. So I rolled again. HRS, thank you again for the 3 months and hype train. Holy shit, let's go. So I did another 11 roll. And I got exactly what I want. I got Ruri. Yeah, huge. It's a really good roll. And I got the dupe Ruri again, so that's extra NP for me. So yeah, okay, let me just close that. So you can see there, I indeed got 5 new Girls Mons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deal, I already true form deal because her true form requirement is really fast. Really cheap. So I just went and did it. I just went and true form deal just because I feel like it. There's really no reason other than I just feel like it. Deal has really good damage for what she does, but at the same time, her range is also a little bit unsafe, but overall, her damage is quite a little bit, like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Her damage is like 7k DPS or something like that, but she stands as a pretty unsafe range. What else is there? So yeah, that's 5 new Ubers. Pretty fucking good. You might know, like, okay, well, a lot of people know Kana for now, obviously, because Kana is the new hot thing. She's really good right now with her true form, especially. Verbana would be a pretty half decent crit unit. It's not the best for sure. She has a lot of flaws, honestly. But her true form requirement is really cheap. She has really good range. Her health is really high. You can definitely use her on Dabu, and she can tank like 2 hits face on and still survive. Deal is a very consistent knockback unit with a really good damage, but usually not really used that much because it's a knockback unit. Ruri is just basically a tanker that does weaken, but one of her main usage so far would be with her talent, which she has a target relic, and I am definitely interested on trying that out. And Himeyuri, aside from having just really good procs in general, the floating and angel slow is really consistent. Other than that, a lot of people I think know Himeyuri because of her combo Kimono Champs, right? That is a research L combo that requires 3 slot. It requires her. Who else does it require? It requires her, Vengeful, and shit. Who's the last one? Who's the last one? It's Himayuri, Vengeful. Oh, right, and Awa Odori. That's right. So it's a really, really good combo. It is 3 slots, similar to Biobone. Except that I don't have Vengeful, nor do I have Awa Odori. Those are both monthlies that has not rolled while I'm playing this entire game. Because I started this basically around November or December. Basically around January, December, around there. And Awa Odori and Vengeful has not rolled around. So I don't actually have Kimono Champs, unfortunately. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate for now. Other than that, there's another thing that I'm thinking about regarding well, it's been quite a top topic regarding the unbanning of Kalissa. And then there's also things like, oh, what will I do with Kana and stuff like that. I'm thinking of doing something with about all that. And I'm thinking, what if I exchange some banned and unbanned some units? What if I unban some units but ban some of the existing ones? I feel like that would make a little bit more, what do you call it? A little bit more fresh take on some stuff. A soul for a soul, exactly. I don't know about Garu, because I do feel like Garu is still, I don't know. I am kind of interested in using Garu, honestly. Because I do feel like he gets some flack on him. But at the same time, it's also fucking Garu. Like, come on. The other one that is, but that's for unban. But who will I ban is the question. Let me just open Cat Guide real quick. If I do this, this is all the current one that is not banned and that is banned. The lit one, the star one, are the ones that I'm still using. The dim one, sorry, the dark one, whatever it is, are the ones that I'm currently having on my ban list. So the one that is currently, you know, discussed a lot is this girl right here. And the other one is Kana, I guess, question mark. This one is also kind of questionable, but for now I'll leave her lit up for now. But in terms of who will I ban, I think if you know what the current discussion is about, the 11.7 discussion, and you know what image that I use for the announcement of this stream, Detroyar got a true form. Detroyar got a true form on 11.7, and it's really, really good. His damage got increased by a massive amount, and he got like freeze immunity if I'm not mistaken, which is going to be really good for stuff like Henry. That makes him not only just a good anti-angel and anti-Aku and anti-zombie, that just makes him really good as a generalist in general, because his cost doesn't change and all that stuff. He still costs 3,450. He's an extremely cheap 460 range unit with 6k DPS, with massive damage against 3 traits that are very, very, very relevant. At this point, I think Detroyar is way too strong. So that is a thing. I do feel like Detroyar is kind of having in a bad position right now. Other than that, since we are pretty much entering UL and I am pretty much just completely doing SOL, there have been some units here that has been highly requested for me to upgrade for UL. So what better way for me to respond to people begging me to use a unit by banning the unit instead? Those units are side by side, Vigler and Saki. These are units that people has been begging me to, like, please true form these two. Please talent Vigler. Please use Saki. Please use Saki. Please true form Saki. Please talent Vigler. No, I'm banning them. Don't use his true form. I've talked about this like a million times. That's not the point. The point of not using powerful Ubers is that so that I can showcase the lesser known Ubers. If I'm still using powerful Ubers in different forms, I'm just showing that this powerful Uber is even more powerful than a lot of people think. It's like I'm just making the powerful Uber look even stronger, which is not what I want to do. It's the exact opposite of what I want to do. I want to showcase weaker Ubers. If I showcase really good Ubers in a bad situation, that just makes it look even better. that completely ruins the point. That goes exactly against the point, in fact. I haven't seen anyone using Dreadnought, really? I think the Dreadnought is really, really powerful. I mean, to be fair, with like the inclusion of things like Detroyar True Form, I guess I would consider Detroyar True Form to be way stronger than Dreadnought. And I guess with like Courier being a thing, I guess Dreadnought is sorta, I don't know, but I feel like Dreadnought is such a basic bitch Uber. Dreadnought and Troy are real strong but so slow. Yeah, but like it doesn't really matter that much, honestly. It's like, if you want to try to like steamroll a stage, then yes. But like, that's not really that relevant, honestly. It's not as relevant as a lot of people think. Oh, hold on. Can you use Vigler for combo? If I ban him, no. Because that's also against the point. That's also against the point. Kalista is arguably the best anti-angel Uber? That's just wrong. That's just factually wrong. You wanna know what the best anti-angel Uber is? It's probably Jizo's true form. The thing about Kalista is that, ironically, she's bad against angels. Well, not like Angelic Gory. Angelic Gory is like the only relevant angel that she's actually good against. But she's not that good against Wing Piggy. She can't outrange Chick-fil-A. She can't outrange Slipnir. She's basically mainly only for Angelic Gory. Which is like, eh? It's like, okay. I know Angelic Gory is really strong, but that's it. Like that's all what Kalista can do. Angel Horse, she can't outrange her. She can't outrange Slipnir. Kalista cannot hit Slipnir at all. If it's a 100% Slipnir and you're lucky enough, and your Kalista is really, really boosted, maybe she can boost through. But Slipnir above 100%? No. Slipnir, any Slipnir that is above 100%, Kalista cannot hit. And Chick-fil-A is kind of by luck. Which even then, it's like if she gets hit, she just dies because her health isn't that big. So yes, Kalista, ironically, isn't actually that good against Angels. Wing Piggy, her range is extremely unsafe. She can hit for sure. But not the most reliable one. And frankly, usually pretty replaceable. Mami? Ah yeah, Mami's probably also one of the best anti-angels out there. So yeah. This is a delicious last course. Some other time. When cardio the hype? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. So yeah, I don't think Kalista is that strong. I feel like Kalista's, well, not that strong against Angels. But I do think she's really strong for a mid-ranger in general. Mainly for things like Aros and rushing shit like that. She's really good against that. But ironically, for Angel stages, she's not actually that good. Currently on the home trainer? Wait, what? I mean, I guess have fun. Let me get a drink. So yeah, I think that's about all for the catching up. We'll see what else will happen. Well, I guess the other thing that I can show, sorta, was that I did finish up all of 2-star. This is the last, this is the final 3-star chapter that I need to do for SOL. After that, I've done all 3 stars of SOL, which means that I would get a plat ticket. Well, I actually already have a plat ticket for clearing 2-star, so there you go. But I'm not gonna roll this now. This is for another time. This is not a returner mode stream. This is going to be saved up for an actual main returner mode stream. Maybe next time when I'm actually finished and with stuff like that. I'm at UL 6 and you have almost 3-star SOL. I'm at like UL 2. Yeah, I'm at like UL 2. I don't know, I'm too lazy to continue UL. I just feel like doing SOL. Almost 3 plat tickets, yeah. Once this next monthly comes, I'll get 3 plat tickets, which is probably going to be rolled the next time I have returner on. So other than that, do you really think Vigler with talents deserves the ban? See, the thing is, 1, it's not really just Vigler with talents, it's also his combo. 2, there are certain people in the chat that I know have been begging me and spamming the fuck out of chat, telling me to true form Vigler, talent him and use him for UL. So I'm gonna spit on your face and say, no, I'm just gonna ban you instead. This is what you get for repeatedly telling me what to do. I'm just gonna ban your units. Talented Wiggler will be replaced with Talented Vars. I mean, at least like Talented Vars doesn't have like 100% chance to freeze relics with wave, you know. So you're just banning them to troll. Well, I mean, other than that, I do feel like it's going to be really strong still though. It is a 100% chance to freeze relic with strong against relic as well. I do think it's going to be really powerful in UL. And I fear that it's going to be way too repetitive. That if I'm going to bring Vigler in essentially every fucking stage, which again, would kind of defeat the point of Returner mode banning powerful units in the first place if I'm going to just repeatedly use Vigler over and over and over and over. I think at that point people already know that Vigler is really good anyways, right? So I think that's about all for the Returner catching up. Will banning Vigler also ban Channing Heart? Of course! Like I said, that's the point. The point is to showcase lesser known units, but I'm still going to use Cheating Hearts. Fuck does that do? Finale for Season 1 with Earl Season 2 if the boss or 4-star boss. Edie? I think Edie is going to be like in reach way sooner than you thought. I have a feeling if this goes on, I could get Edie before Dogumaru. Thoughts on Cactus? I mean, he's really good. It's like I don't think there's really not that much. There's really not that much to say. Nah, before Dogumaru. Technically, it's possible if you don't use Treasure Radar. But you know. Let's move on to 11.7 discussion now. This is the end for the catching up of Returner mode. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. Let's open my Photoshop real quick. There we go. Oh. Gotta move some stuff in the table first. And Photoshop, hello? Why are you not showing up? There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Dango thoughts? It's good. I don't know what else is there to say other than, well, it's good. You already used Dango, right? You use Dango way more than I do. I haven't even used Dango. I've just seen you guys use Dango, and Dango looks really good. But I haven't actually used Dango at all. I have not touched anything on 11.7 other than seeing people actually do stuff with it. So it's like, Johanna, you should know this way better than I do, honestly. Hold on. Brainwash UFO. You also already know this. You already know this. I'll get into it. I'll get into it later anyways. It's you discussing, not me. Yeah, but like you already know. It's good. I'll get into it later. I'll get into it when I get into it. Gotta tell your fellow battles. Hold on. Okay. 11.7 discussion. Let's start from here. I'm just gonna fucking put the title first. Oh, hopefully this is... tablet, work, please. The tablet isn't working, hold on. Tablet? Tablet? Tablet, please? Tablet? Fuck you. Oh, there we go, okay. Okay, welcome to... .7 discussion. Wow, my writing is terrible. That's probably way too big. This is fine, whatever. You can go brainwash you if we're gonna melt those steroid Dashon. Oh man, Dashon's probably going to like immediately destroy UFO too though, but yeah. We'll get into those, So, 11.7. Is Destroyer good? Now, Destroyer's always been good. Destroyer... Oh man. I am indeed still on fire. Although I don't really have much reasons to be on fire right now, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, let's move here. Let's put this here. And then, okay, thank you, Reddit Discord. Whoops, that's not it. Okay, where should we start? Okay, first of all, this stream is sponsored by, okay. 11.7 summary. Oh my gosh, this brush is really big. Hold on. 11.7 summary. Miscellaneous addition, miscellaneous changes, gotcha banner, new true form, new talents, new cat combos, new cat units, new enemies, new stages. Probably talk about the miscellaneous first, and then the shit. What should I talk about first? There's really this fuck, I can't speak, I can't talk, I have not streamed in a while. Well no, actually I streamed Helltaker quite a while ago, but still. Please discuss Cheetah Cat. I will, don't worry. As usual, I would want to say that usually I would want to get I want to discuss cat units later. But unlike the previous ones, there hasn't been any like immediate counter with Behemoth and stuff like that. So maybe I'll just go in order, really. No, maybe I'll still talk about the new enemies before the new cat units, but anyways, let's just start. 11.7 summary. First of all, new UL crown, super feline can be boosted to plus 30, and legendary booknet. Oh my god. Well, new UL crown is obvious. Super feline is now boosted to plus 30. If you don't remember what super feline is, it's the 10th basic cat that you get, that is available at Silver Gacha Plus, which you get after beating COTC 3, after you beat Cosmos 3. It is now able to be boosted to plus 30 at 10k user rank. It does not have a true form. I imagine the reason why they did this. I did talk about this with Tim Tams, I think. The reason why they did this, in my opinion, or at least the way I see it, is because they haven't decided on what Super Feline wants to, Super Feline's true form is going to be. So they thought, well, there are definitely going to be people who are going to grind the fuck out of silver tickets, and if they are going to just keep on grinding silver tickets and they have like a shit ton amount of super feline dupes that they cannot use, they're probably not going to be happy. So they probably decided, well, for now we might as well just let super feline get the plus 30 now, and then we'll design the true form later. That's probably what they're thinking. That's what I'm thinking about. So yeah, super feline is still super feline. You might say, oh, he's still really bad. Yeah, but he's a basic cat without a true form. Of course he's bad. It's like that much is obvious. We're still going to wait for the true form. Otherwise, it's not really relevant. It's not really a relevant discussion right now. Whether he's good or bad, it's all going to be decided once the true form actually comes out. For now, it's really not really worth just thinking about whether he's good or bad now. What really matters is that now you can actually use your dupe super feline that are waiting inside your cat storage, and that's all. That's all you need to know about. Whether he's good or not, wait for his true form to come out. They're still deciding on what the true form is, so just wait for it, you know. Great super feline, that would be kind of funny. The other one is this new legendary Bucknet. You probably already know this, but it is like legendary holy water. Remember that thing that I complained about last time on 11.6? This new legendary Bucknet, if you don't remember what Bucknet is, oh my god, hold on. Let me try to find an image of it. No, I definitely have an image of it somewhere in my local files, probably. Or nope, it's on my hard disk. God damn it. Wait, or is it in my... Wait, could it be in my folder? Hold on. Nope, it's on my hard disk and I'm too lazy to get them. Fuck. Google image, please. Okay, whatever. This one works. I'll just copy this. Okay, remember this? Remember legendary holy water? This thing that I talked about in 11.6 over and over and I complained about a whole time because it contains a special egg that is only available on a bright monthly gacha that is probably only going to appear once a year. So there's an egg that you're not going to get if you miss an event once a year. Yeah, that thing is being repeated for legendary Bucknet. Oh my god. That seems to be like a pattern now. So Bucknets, Bucknets, if you don't know, are also basically like a special kind of like a lucky ticket kind of deal. They're kind of like a special lucky ticket deal. It's kind of like a lucky ticket G kind of thing, where sometimes you get like a special unit and stuff like that. Most of them are really just for collection, but now it contains an egg, which, you know, you can miss if you're not around for the entire duration of a year. So if you miss one, you gotta wait for next year for it to come, because that fucking Ponos, I don't know. Oh my god, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. But we'll talk about Bucknets again later. But yeah, Bucknets are now updated because now it contains a new egg unit. Is it the same egg as holy water? No, it is a completely different egg. The egg in the holy water is still exclusive to holy water. The egg in Bucknet is completely new and it's exclusive to Bucknet. Oh my god. Kabuto and Kuwagata cats, which are units that you get from Bucknets, by the way, can now be boosted to plus 30. Ooh, more farming, let's go. A bunch of EOC stages got tweaked. This one is interesting. This is weird, right? A bunch of EOC stages was changed. Korea nerfed? Actually true. Korea was actually nerfed. As a matter of fact. Every stages before Japan, you know, the stage where you fight Hippo, every stage before Japan was nerfed. There was a couple of like unlimited set of doges and stuff like that within the first couple level of EOC. Those were removed, which means that yes, they made every stage before Japan easier. Yeah, I fucking, I don't know. Let me pull up some example right here. Okay, so this is some example. So this is from Clam's website. Hold on. Where's the zoom tool again? Photoshop, where's the zoom tool? Fucking whatever, you guys can read this, right? No, I'll just make it big. Fucking sorry. Okay. So, yeah. This is old. This is current stage. Previously, this is Korea, by the way. This is Korea. Previously, there is this. There's 8 dojos that spawns on timer that stops spawning after a little while once the base health is triggered. This is gone in the new version. So the dojos that appears on 50% base health is just gone. This one too. This one has a 4 snake that appears once the base is hit under 50%. This one is gone. This one too, another 4 snake that is on 50% base hit. It's also gone. Every stage up until Japan is like this. Photos when they nerf Korea and leave the Late Priest untouched. Yeah. I think there was a couple of speculations on why this was the case. One of them was that this is for people who do reroll, people who do Risemara. If you don't know what Risemara is, it's Reset Marathon, which is people who replay the game from the create a new account and replay from the beginning over and over and over again, so that they get a good unit in the beginning to actually start a save file. So basically, if imagine if it's like Uberfest right now, and then you just go, you know what, I want a save file. Let's just imagine like this is Epic Fest. Okay, let's just imagine this is Epic Fest, and you think, you know what, rather than like going through a slog of Into the Future and stuff like that, being with my like really mediocre unit and stuff like that, what if I just reset from the beginning over and over and keep on rolling until I get Dazzly? That's what Risemara is. And the first time you actually get to roll your ticket is after beating Japan. So that is one of the so the idea was that if you nerf these stages, it's going to be easier for people who do Risemara to actually get into Japan and roll their tickets and stuff like that. So that's one of the theory. Another one, I believe Seven, or Shichi, I think whatever his current English name is, also says that another theory that he has was that in a bit, I believe Korean and Taiwan version is going to have a they're going to have a anniversary, right? I think Korean and Taiwan version has anniversary soon. And Seven thought, well, maybe it's for that. Maybe because there's going to be influx of new players. Or maybe it's just for Risemara, really. You might wonder, but like, wait, that's so stupid. Why would you Risemara over and over again? Nobody's going to do that. Let's just say you'd be surprised. The other day, oh my god, hold on. I'm just see if I can find this. Hold on. The other day, I was opening a Battle Cats stream on Twitch, and I saw, this Battle Cat stream has 200 viewers, and I thought, wow, this must be a really interesting content. I wonder what they're doing on stream. Turns out it's a Korean Battle Cats player, and they're doing Risemara with like blue stacks or whatever, and they have like 4 accounts all at once, and they're like all buying returner mode. and they're just like trying to get everything over and over again. So this is a common thing. This is a very common thing. And again, keep in mind, this has nearly 200 viewers. This has nearly 200 viewers. This guy just doing resetting over and over again for Ubers. So it's certainly not an unpopular thing, is all I'll say. It's definitely not unpopular. This is definitely a thing that people do. So yeah, I don't know if the theory about this being for Risemara people are correct, but it's definitely out there. Yeah. Imagine actually playing the game. Why would you? Exactly. Fucking play the game. Right now I have 200 viewers and I'm not even playing the game. I'm not even playing the game right now. I do have 200 viewers. So you know what? You're actually correct. I might as well just not play Battle Cats. Let me get a drink real quick. Shiny hunting but trash. I mean, yeah, you know what? It actually kind of is like a Pokemon starter shiny hunt, right? Because that is pretty much what people do if they want a shiny starter. They just reset over and over again. Drink some holy water. Clone Farmers. If you don't know what Clone Farmer is, it is a pretty notorious UL stage. Known for spamming a lot of Mr. Murr. Let me see if I can find it. Farmer Battle Cats. Oh yeah, I did make a guide for it. I actually forgot. I'll just copy my thumbnail real quick. Clone Farmers. This is basically what the stage looks like. Clone Farmers is the stage with a shit ton amount of Mr. Murr, some Auros, a really powerful Celeboodle and Henry. It is a pretty notorious stage in UL, and now it has one less Mr. Murr. There's like a shit ton amount of Mr. Murr here, and they're only removing one. I don't actually know how much this changes. I feel like this doesn't actually change much. But Wufa did mention that sometimes this could be huge if your Eraser tanks an extra hit with one less Mr. Murr. Because that has happened with him before. He said that if at like a certain level with Eraser and maybe like certain weakened target and stuff like that, this could be huge. But yeah, there we go. Clone Farmer is nerfed. I don't think one less Mr. Murr will make it any easier. That's what I thought too. There are a lot of Mr. Murr here, but yeah, like Ufo said, it is possible that if at a certain level your Eraser tanks an extra hit or whatever, it could be pretty huge. Now you only get 4 Mr. Murrs instead of 5. Yeah, like yeah, it's still a lot, but it's a nerf. It's a nerf. Didn't they nerf Clone Farmers on almost every update? Oh, that's not Clone Farmers. That's another one with like the Metal Doja spam. Metal Doja spam and Puffington, right? I don't remember what that stage name is, I swear. Collapse Checker, that's correct. That's what it is. Yeah, Collapse Checker. Yeah, you're right, Watts. That's the one that has been notoriously been nerfed over and over again by opponents for some goddamn reason. The IV sealed door, I actually don't remember what this even is. Wait, what is this? Actually, I don't remember. IV sealed door? Oh, it's that one! Oh, okay, yeah, I remember this one, actually. Wait, what? Has weaker assassin bear? Is this for 3-star? I'm confused. I actually am not really sure now. let me just copy this also. This is IV Seal Tour. If you can even see that. That's the IV Seal Tour. It's a black stage. I didn't actually remember this being kind of ass because of the surge base. The surge base being like really prevalent with this, and you're not really allowed to push much. But weaker assassin bear. Question mark? I don't know. Maybe it is for 3-star. Maybe it's for Cannon might not be able to kill assassin bear or shenanigans on 3-star or whatever. That's my guess, at least. I don't know. That is my guess. That's probably it. One Mola Mola clap got changed into a time stage map. Okay. Maybe it's a replacement for what they did with dual stage, because dual stage was removed with not having time stage anymore. But hey, that means more rewards for people, right? That's good. That's always good. So those are the miscellaneous changes. Moving on to Gacha banner, Dynamites now includes a new Uber, which I'll get into soon. Actually, I think Ponos' Twitter. Let's see if I can show Ponos. No, wait, that's not it. Ponos game. Okay, there we go. I think Ponos did tweet about the new Uber. Yeah, here we are. Okay, I'll just copy this. Here, I'm just going to... whoops, that's not it. Whoops, that's also not it. There we go, I'll just put it here. This is a tweet that Ponos did put out, like, a couple days back. It's like 2 days ago or something, whatever. There you go, we got a new Uber for Dynamite. It has been a while, actually. It has been well, not really. It hasn't really been that long since the Satoru, but still. Yeah, we got Tengu. There's a new Tengu Uber. I do kind of like his design a little bit. We'll get into him a little bit more later. His body looks pretty funny. He has like this like 6-pack, but it's really just like balls. I don't know. But yeah, there we go. We just got a new Dynamites. He's pretty neat. I think Ponos accidentally scheduled the tweet wrong, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, when this was tweeted, Dynamites wasn't even on JP, and so I think they issue an apology tweet afterwards. They were like, actually wait, Dynamites is not actually on right now. It's like they were like, wait, we're sorry, actually this is currently, it's not even Dynamites, it's actually Necoluga right now. X-ball, shut up. I shouldn't have said anything. But yeah, Ponos scheduled the tweet wrong. They were like, shit, there's new Dynamites today. It's like, oh wait, actually it's still Necoluga. So yeah, we'll get into the Bert later. Mr. Bert, whatever he is. Ponos balls. You know when Talent Orc first appeared, I don't remember which language was it, but there was one that was just like Talent Ball. Which is pretty funny. Whoop. Well, I found the zoom function. Wait, what? Why is it like this? It's so weird. Okay, whatever. Okay. Uberfest, Epic Fest, and Royal Fest banner to include new units, of course, obviously. Summer Seasonal Gacha to upgrade includes new units, which we'll get into again later. Summer Bugnet banner to include a new egg. Ranma Health Collab banner to include new units. Hey guys, do you know about the new Ranma Health Collab? Yeah, if you follow Ponos on Twitter, they've also been talking about Ranma Health for a very, very long time now. No, Mola Mola is probably not coming back anytime soon. But no, well, no, maybe sometime soon, but definitely not like incredibly soon because we have Ranma. Ranma is getting a collab rerun with some new units and shenanigans in here and there. If you don't remember Ranma, it's this one. Ranma Health. This is kind of an old anime at this point, so I wouldn't be surprised if not much people actually remember this or know about Ranma. But if you're around for Battle Cats, you probably already know about the collab at least. So yeah, there we go. Ranma Health is getting a rerun. This is a new unit. This is a new unit. I think that's it. I think those two are the new unit. I'm pretty sure it's just her and him. It's like, that's it. I don't even think there's a new true form. I'm pretty sure it's just these two new units. This one is an Uber. This one is an Uber. This one is a Super. Ranma balls. Other than that, what? Wait. Where's my zoom function again? It's gone again. God damn it. Okay. Okay, next. New true forms. And boy, there's a lot of new true forms as you can see here. A lot of them are seasonal. Seaside Neneko, Sunten Cat, Lifeguard Cat, Saki, well, Summer Saki, Bikini Land, Kaguya, well, Summer Kaguya, and Siege Walker Diabolosa. Yeah, all of these are seasonal except for Siege Walker. Siege Walker is, you know, Destroyer, if you don't know. So there is, yeah. Let's get into Seaside Neneko. Seaside Neneko gains 200% damage. It's not double damage. It's triple damage, actually. Let me see if I can find her. There we are. Seaside Neneko. Okay, let's go here. There we go. This, the new Seaside Neneko, is actually pretty fucking good. One of her main problems back then was that Seaside Neneko has a really long attack frequency, and she still has that. But since her damage is incredibly boosted, her damage is actually pretty fucking good. This can definitely cripple a lot of really tanky metal units, or even one-shot some of the tanky metal units. If you want comparison, the easiest comparison would be against Waitress or Soba Cat. Okay, whatever. So if you see here, the damage right now is 7,650. This is level 30, by the way. This is level 30. The damage on one hit is 7,650, which is between Waitress and Soba. Waitress having 6,000 DPS, 6,000 damage per hit, and Soba having 8,000 damage per hit. Seaside Neneko is basically in the middle of Waitress and Soba, and Waitress and Soba also has a really long attack frequency. These two also has like 20 seconds attack frequency, which is basically the same as Sunny Neneko. In terms of, like, if you want to like compare the DPS, it's also basically in between Waitress and Soba, as you can see. It has higher DPS than Waitress, but lower than Soba. So, yeah, she's actually kind of like a better Waitress, sorta. Well, actually, not really, because she has the range problem being lower than Waitress and Soba being 350. But other than that, it's still pretty fucking good. Her respawn is longer as well. It is 57 seconds. Meanwhile, Witches and Soba is like 31 seconds. But still, for a unit that is also really cheap, pretty reliable and all that stuff in general, it's pretty good. It's definitely a good true form. Having just a second Waitress in general, like even you might say it's like, oh well, it's not going to replace Waitress. Yeah, but what if you bring two Waitress? That's already really good. Can she get plus levels? Of course you can. She's the gacha unit. You definitely can. Of course, the quote-unquote main problem is that it requires a gold cat fruit seed. So the chance of you getting Seaside Nanako true form before Waitress is very unlikely. But again, you are basically able to bring essentially two Waitress cat at the same time. And I think that's pretty good. She's probably not going to be your first choice of gold cat fruit seed ? But I think she's definitely up there for usage of gold cat fruit seed. It's definitely a good true form, not Omega busted in any way or whatsoever, but very, very solid for sure. She somewhat remembers me of course being between Aurora and True Form Aurora. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Wait, did you guys get that? Hold on, let me get a drink. What'll be the first choice? It might not be around yet. Just like we only have a couple of choices for any gold cat fruit seed anyways, and I'm pretty sure it's going to increase as time goes on, so yeah, some of you got ads about that. Oh well. She's like the only worth gold seed true form. I would argue Moneko is still really good though. Because aside from just Moneko being pretty good, it also is like a free unit that you're going to bring if you're going to bring Miracle Performance anyways. So you might as well make the combo unit good. Other than that, next one is Suntan Cat. This one is also pretty interesting. Well, actually, a lot of these are just really interesting in general. Let me pull up Macho Suntan Cat. Here we are. There we go. It's the new Macho Suntan. The change for this guy is that the base health slightly changes. The speed is faster and the backswing is lower. Yeah, I don't know. It is also another thing. Is that it also gains Behemoth Slayer, which is Actually, I don't think. Does the health even change? I actually don't remember the health changing, honestly. The ability stays the same. It is 50% dodge for 1 second. This one doesn't change. The main change is that it has higher speed, and also wait, does it not show here? Wait, yeah, it doesn't show here. What the hell? But it has Behemoth Slayer. There we go. Wait, it does get Behemoth Slayer, right? Why doesn't Clamp's website show this? I'm so confused now. It does have Behemoth Slayer, right? I'm pretty sure it does. Isn't it Sweet Bro? Sweet Bro also gains Behemoth Slayer, but... Wait, what? No? Wait, am I reading shit wrong? Oh, I am reading shit wrong. Wait, what? Really? But I really thought that Santan did get Behemoth Slayer. I guess I'm misremembering then. I thought both Suntan and Lifeguard got Behemoth Slayer. But I guess it's just Lifeguard, huh? Yeah, okay. I guess I misremembered and misread. Right. Yeah, I thought both Gelato and Suntan get Behemoth Slayer. I didn't get them mixed up. I only got Suntan wrong. Okay, yeah, this one. Okay. From the top, Suntan gains slightly better. Wait, what? Why is it not fucking? Hello? Brush? There we go. Suntan gets slightly better HP. The base health is slightly improved. This is level 30 again. That's slightly better HP. The dodge is still the same. I believe this is still the exact same. The speed is now faster from 10 to 18, and the backswing is faster. I guess that means that it moves from units faster. Like after it attacks, it just doesn't stay in the same spot for too long. Well, it does sort of matter for a meat shield, question mark, kinda. The HP probably won't matter too much up until a certain point. I'd imagine the answer would be level 34. Other than that, not much has really changed. The main thing that's really changed, I think, is just the speed, really. This is basically the biggest change so far, it's just the speed. But the true form requirement is still relatively sorta expensive for a super rare, question mark, kinda, I don't know. Zub, fucking whatever, I'll call you Zub. Zub, waiting for the Twitch Prime, hell yeah, enjoy your emote. So yeah, he exists. Not the worst true form, but also not the most spectacular thing around here, but oh well. The speed increase is definitely really significant. It does go from 10 to 8, but you definitely got a question, is it worth all these? Which, you know, the answer might be yes, honestly, but I don't know. Next one, Lifeguard Cast. This is the one that I got mixed up with. Or also known as Gelatos, or also known as recently who said this? Was it Tim Tams or was it Johanna? I actually don't remember who started this first. It's the Gelgatos. Get it? Because it's an ice cream and it's a gato, it's a cat. It gains Behemoth Slayer and shorter backswing. This is probably one of the most interesting true form. It is a very odd choice for a true form change, but it works really well. So yeah, this is Dango Cat. This is Lifeguard Dango, and now it's Sweet Bros. It's Gelatos. It's Gelgatos. It's Gelgatos, get it? Because it's Gelato and it's a gato. Tim Tam said it? Okay, yeah, it's Tim Tams then. It's the Gelgatos. So the main interesting thing for the true form for Gelato is that it has Behemoth Slayer, which is not really something that I expected at all in the slightest. Because the main thing is that Gelato used to be simply a unit that slows traitless enemy. As you can see here, it does slow traitless enemy for 4 seconds for a 40% chance, and it has good standing range. It has LD. None of these changes, like the ability to slow doesn't change, his range doesn't change, his DPS is still relatively lacking, but with the Behemoth Slayer, this does get multiplied by, what was it, like 2.6 or something like that? Around 2.6 or something. So it was something like that, right? It's like 2.6 multiplier or something like that. And that actually puts him on like a pretty competent number. Hold on, let me calculate this. No, is it 2.5? Or is it 2.6? I actually don't remember. It's 2.5, isn't it? It's definitely 2.5. Okay, I'm going to say it's 2.5 if no one's going to correct me. It is 2.5? Okay, good. So if you do that, having 2.5 more damage output, the DPS is actually 4,200, which is pretty good for a stackable unit that stands at 325 range with LD, yeah, this is actually pretty competent. This is pretty good. So surprisingly, this guy actually gets an attacker role now. So not only that it can slow traitless for a really good chance, it also has stats to actually properly, like, damage behemoth enemies. What else is there? It's like behemoth dodge and behemoth, right? Backswing changed by like 1 frame. This probably changes the DPS a little bit or whatever, but it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, Grace Muhammad DPS. It actually is Grace Muhammad's DPS. But yeah, so now it's actually a proper attacker. It's a proper standing range with a proper standing range, with a proper LB, with an HP that if you times whatever for Behemoth Slayer, it's probably something around like 20k if I have to guess, something like that. It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good for Behemoth. There aren't that many Behemoth that he targets that is actually going to be that relevant, that where his range is going to be needed, that Courier doesn't just demolish by his own. But there is one that is released this update, which is the new Angel Gory, which we'll talk about later. It's an Angel Beast Gory, and he actually does pretty well against it, so yeah. Other than that, so that's Gilgatos. Sweet Bow Shoe form is definitely an interesting one. It goes through a phase that I did not realize Polos would go through, and it actually worked out for him, which is very interesting. Definitely one of the biggest winners for this update. This level 30 with plus levels as well. No, that's base level 30. That's base level 30. Next one, Aqua Buster Saki. This one is kind of funny. This one is actually really funny. It just gains strong versus. Let me get this. Okay. Okay, there we go. Aqua Buster Saki is Summer Saki. You know, if you know who Saki is a unit that usually specializes on target only. So previously it targets only Floating and Angel. Now that doesn't actually change. The only thing that changed is that it's now strong against. Yeah. So it's usually like an 80% damage increase. Yep! It is a very, very powerful damage increase. It requires Epic Catfruit Seed, which means that you need to clear SOL or need to clear like a Baron stage. And an Aku Catfruit, but ironically it doesn't even target Aku. So yeah. It doesn't even target Aku. None of the stats change at all. So essentially, it does sort of break a... I think someone mentioned this, but someone was complaining sorta, where it sort of break the conventional rule for Dark Heroes, which is that every forms has their own strength and weaknesses. But in the case of Aqua Buster Saki, the evolved version is just completely outclassed by the true form version, because the true form version is just straight out better. Like the true form version is just straight out a better evolved form, which, you know, normally for other Ubers that's normal, but for a Dark Heroes, this is definitely new. Akira talents, yeah, but that requires talents. It's like you need to pay for that. And not only that, like Akira's talents are slightly weaker than the original one. The strength and talent that Akira has, I believe, is slightly weaker. Or no, I think the trigger for the Akira talents is slightly worse than the normal Akira one. Stuff like that. There are definitely, you know, some stuff here and there. But yeah, this one, this Saki is just straight up better than the evolved form. And, you know, significantly stronger at that. With like, remember that with treasures, your damage is multiplied by without treasure, your damage was multiplied by 1.5. With treasure, it's 1.8. So that's a lot of damage. That's quite a lot of damage. That's 13,000 DPS against Floating an Angel. Yeah, that's quite big. That is quite big. It is, again, it is still target only, and you can say that like, oh, in that case, why don't they just like buff their buff their damage and buff their health? Well, for one, the health still matters outside of trait, outside of their target trait. So buffing this by like essentially double does actually make a difference between what trait she's being attacked by. Second of all, I think it might be for combos, is my guess. Is that so that you can apply strong versus combo on her, and she would work even better with that. Because if you put on a strong versus combo, both of these gets multiplied by 1.1 again. Meanwhile, if you just buff their damage and HP normally, that would not be the case. So yeah, that's the thing. Stronger stats than normal Saki. Yeah, but Floating an Angel... Well, Angel is definitely really good. Floating... not so much. There's not really any like backliner floating whatsoever, and Saki's usage is usually for sniping. Granted, you can use her head on against floating, but yeah, it's still there. It's still pretty good. It definitely has a really powerful damage, but yeah. She does less damage to the bases. Oh my god, you're actually correct. Oh my god. Yeah, you're actually correct. It does less damage to bases. Oh my god. Yeah. Jesus. Let me get this drink. No backliner floatings on Mighty Wings. Oh my god. Yeah, you're right, but I'm still not going to play that stage. Alright, yeah, there is Odom, I guess. That is also true. Yeah. Definitely an interesting true form where they break the conventional rule of Dark Heroes. And it's definitely a really strong true form if you're definitely interested in just destroying Floating and Angels. But again, it does require Epic Cat Fruit Seed, so you might want to be wary of that. Next true form is Bikini Land Pasalan. This one is also one of my, in my opinion, probably one of the most interesting true form. Let's see here. I probably need to carry out the previous form for Bikini Land as well. Oh my god, I looked away for a second to get Bikini Land stats and chat. Shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up about the waifu shit. But yeah, Bikini Land Pasalan, if you're not aware of what this unit is, this is a RNG machine. So what it was before was that it is a damaging, it is a damager Luga actually. Unlike its main form, it doesn't actually do knockback or freeze or whatever. It actually does damage. I think previously, hold on, I have to confirm this, but doesn't Bikini Land have less random search before? I have to make sure. Summer Luga. No, it's the same. Oh, okay. I guess I'm stupid. I guess I'm crazy. Between 150 to 1050. Between 150 and 1050. Oh, okay, I'm crazy. Oh god. I thought Evolve Form has like 350 to 1050, but no. I guess it's always been the same. So yes. Welcome your new search overlord, Dasley no more. This is the search guy. This is the search waifu that you want. You want to roll Dasley? No, you roll Bikini Land. So this is a very interesting unit. At first it already was sort of funny in its own way. Keep in mind again, the only change that it has is that it changes the search level from level 5 to level 8. This is the only change that it has on its true form to from evil. I can't speak. From evolve to true form. This is the only change that it gets. So previously, as you can see, this is kind of like a normal Luga. It has long ass respawn. It has normal cost. It has really long attack frequency. It's really slow. It has one knockback count. It dies really fast. The HP is really low. The damage is eh. The DPS you want to say is really low. But again, remember that it used to have a level 5 search, which means that previously, it has effectively times 6 damage. If the search actually hits. Which it has a bad job on. But now it has level 8 search, which means that it has times 9 effective damage if all the search hits. But that does mean that if you hit all of the attack, and if his main attack connects, and also that all of his search connects, he has 8k DPS. He has 8k DPS at level 30. Pretty good. Pretty good. Return to catch up so soon? You already missed it. I already did return to catch up. It was like the first half an hour. Yeah. It has 8k DPS. Pretty fucking good. Again, that is if it actually lands the surge. But with something like 8k DPS, that randomized surge is still probably going to pop off every once in a while. Consistency isn't as important as fun factor. Let's be real here. The hype is seeing random shit pops off. And this is definitely the unit for you if you like that sort of shit. AKA me. This is the unit for me. I want this unit now. It is an extremely funny unit where it can really destroy an enemy or destroy a stage if you're lucky enough. Or sometimes otherwise, you might just use it for kind of like a utility for anti-peons. Basically, you can use it for stages that maybe like spam Brolos a lot, or maybe like spam Doges a lot, or spam like whatever a lot. Those sort of stuff, getting this like level 8 search wall is going to be really helpful. Even if it doesn't spawn like, even if it spawns like really far away, it's still going to block oncoming peons, and if it spawns really close, then, you know, it might miss. But if the peons are pushing, then, you know, yeah. This is the better Dasley now. This is, This is the sexier Dastly unit. It is shit at consistency, yes. But again, if it pops off, it pops off. It's like, it sort of balances out where it's like, yeah, it's inconsistent, but this is the payoff. This is the payoff. Remember that. People restarting the game until they reroll Summer Luga. Hell yeah. Hold on. Okay, yeah. It does require Aku Catfruit Seed, which isn't too hard to get, and it also gets it also needs 3 Behemoth Stone, which is really cheap. You get Red Behemoth Stone really easily. So honestly, if you have Bikini Land, I would actually highly recommend to just get the true form. It's not a terribly hard true form to get. It's only 3 Epic Cat Fruit, 3 Aku Seed, and some Behemoth Stone. Arguably, I would say the Aku Cat Fruit Seed is probably the hardest one to get. But like, yeah, like Behemoth Stone isn't too hard to get if it's just red. So it is a very cheap true form. Yeah, like if you have her, just get her true form. Just get her true form and have fun. Let me get a drink. Requires stone doesn't work on Mullet Behemoth? You don't know that. I mean, again, it's literally just 3 red Behemoth Stone. You're not missing out on much. It's literally just 3. Like, look at me in the eyes. I'm a fucking cheapskate. I'm like a massive fucking cheapskate. If you ask me for advice, I will always keep on telling people to just like save up for everything. But like, this is 3 red Behemoth Stone, and even me as a cheapskate still think this is something that you could get like really easily. Like, come on. Like, how cheapskate can you be that you're not willing to let go of 3 red Behemoth Stone? Save up and roll Almighties. No, shut up. Haha, I am 100% X-Skull and I dictate that she is D tier. Oh my god. I think Joe's actually had a comment on Summer Luga. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. This is something that I would definitely agree on from Jones. Well, this is a reply to my comment. I comment about how I think I really like Summer Luga being like this random slot machine that can really randomly pop off, and I feel like she's a bit underrated. And yeah, this is what Jones said. We're spoiled by units with high specs with that consistency. That consistency somehow becomes the standard. No wonder this type of unit is often looked over. It's like, thinking about it again, it's like, oh my god, yeah. Because like, man, okay, Battle Cat's boomer time. Back in my days, fucking everything is so inconsistent. Something that has like 100% proc chance was unheard of back then. Like, when iCat was released, iCat was already a massive thing. Like, when iCat was released, a lot of people already looked at it and it was like, 100% chance to freeze? This is not a unit that is supposed to exist. This looks incredibly busted. This looks like something that shouldn't exist, and this looks like something that would completely break the game. Because it's really consistent. But then it becomes a trend where everything is consistent. That something that is just slightly inconsistent as this become completely looked over. And I was like, yeah, actually, yeah. That actually was a trend back then, where everything was immensely inconsistent. And we were fine with that. But now, everything has to be 100% chance. Everything has to be guaranteed chance. If it's like 60% chance of something, trash. It's like, yeah. She isn't bad, the other Ubers are just overpowered. I mean, I don't think she's like immensely good either. I just think she's fun. I don't think she's like Omega powerful or she's like the most underrated Uber or whatever. I think she's not that great still. I think Summer Luca's not great still. But I think she's going to be really fun to use. And again, her true form requirement isn't that expensive. Like the main thing here is just the Aku Cat Fruit Seed. But that's about it. Now iCat is mid and cringe. Yeah. Like, I've seen people who like complains that iCat doesn't permafreeze. It's like, what the fuck do you want? Coppermine being looked down upon because she doesn't have 100% procs. Okay, Coppermine is a whole different case. Coppermine is the case of being overshadowed by Sanzo and Cameraman. That's the main issue here. Oh, let me get a drink. But like if you use Coppermine on floating stages, yeah, she actually pops off. Like Coppermine actually freezes floating really well. The main thing I don't really like about Coppermine is that she's super slow. I usually don't mind slow units, but Coppermine is really slow. The new anti-floating will instantly suck because of Camera and Sanzo. You know what? You're right. Sanzo outclasses, to be honest. Next one is Summer Kaguya, Kaguya of the Coast. This also gets the true form. This is the final like summer true form essentially. Where is it? The Southern Sun? Yeah, okay, there we go. Southern Sun. Oh my god, I forgot. She's dripping. Do I have space for you, Kaguya? Okay, whatever, I'll put it here. Look at her. She looks so chill. She looks so cool. She's having the time of her life. Look at that. She's just happy to be here. The crispy melon. So this is also another true form. This one also requires an Aku Cat Fruit, as usual, but unlike the others, this one actually targets Aku. Yeah. Which is a weird thing to say. Usually, if you use Aku Cat Fruit, you would target Aku, but literally like everyone else here that's been using like Aku Cat Fruit or Aku Cat Fruit Seed hasn't actually target Aku or do anything against Aku. So, yeah, this one actually is a anti-Aku. The main difference is that, well, aside from the Aku target trait, previously it's only Black and Alien, now it's Black, Alien, and Aku, it also pierces Aku shield for 50% chance. Pretty good, actually. Yeah, she pierces Aku shields. I did sort of have my problems with Cyclops. Cyclops is a unit that also pierces Aku shield for 50% chance, and you might notice that Cyclops, whenever I use him on stream, he just doesn't. And Cyclops actually has a decent amount of range. I think Cyclops has like 460 range, and so this one actually has less range than Cyclops. But I do like that it's not as expensive as Cyclops, first of all. Second of all, I think the attack frequency is pretty good, and it also has 4 knockbacks, and Cyclops only has like 3, I think. Question mark? I'm not really sure. So I do think that if you don't really have much other choice for Aku Shield Breaker, this is still going to be really good. Her respawn is also really nice. Her DPS is, well, not really there, but I think it's workable enough for you to be able to damage certain stuff. For sure, it is around the 5k mark, around the 440 range, so it's definitely like not the absolute best. But if you want to use her for damage, she's there, you know. The Paladin of Aku's. That, yeah, Cyclops really is. So that's why she's chilling. Yeah, she's chilling. She knows. She's cool. She's cool as hell. So yeah, that's a thing. It is a anti-Aku that you can definitely use. Probably the quote-unquote problem is that it requires an Aku cat fruit, which means that by the time you get the Aku cat fruit, chances are you've already beaten Mount Aku. But you know, there's still things like Mexico, right? There's always Mexico. So yeah, this is definitely a unit that you can look out for if you want an anti-Aku that can like shield break and stuff like that. Not a immensely super powerful. Again, the shield break is 50%, which is still really high. Other than that, pretty solid true form. Pretty solid true form. Definitely also one of the winners for this update. And finally, we move on to Detroyar. Siege Walker Diabolosa True Form gains 31% damage and freeze immunity. This is huge. This is huge. Massive change. Let me get Detroyar stats. Here we are. So as you know, Detroyar has been quite a staple unit for Returner mode so far. He's the unit that gets like immediately mocked when I got him. People immediately go, this unit fucking sucks, this unit's stupid, and this unit is really slow and is stupid and is not ever used, and I don't remember him existing and whatsoever. Yeah, Detroyar is now an extremely solid unit now. Oh god, hold on, my back hurts. So, previously, if you don't know, Detroyar has like around 4k DPS, I think, on Evolved, and now it has 5.4k. I do believe it has around like 4k-ish. So now, yeah, it has like 5.4k. Massive fucking change, of course. And you might say, it was like 5.4k DPS, it's not that huge. But again, remember, this guy has 475 range. This is really big. This is a very good standing range, and it is really cheap. This is one of Detroyar's most best selling point. He's really cheap, and his range is really big. Him having a standard range DPS is just like good. Like him having like 5.4k DPS is pretty standard. But with considering 475 range and the cost being really cheap, it's pretty good. You can definitely use it outside of its target. And, you know, his target is actually very relevant. This is not something that has changed in true form. I just want to point that out. I just want to point out that his target is really good, even from Evolve. It is still massive damage and it's still zombie killer, and now it also gains a freeze immunity, which you can use for things like Henry and stuff like that, probably. So that's a thing. My back keeps on hurting. But yeah, Detroyar, very simple change. It's literally just damage and freeze immunity, but this definitely just solidifies him so much more. If previously there are still people who doubts the Troyar's capabilities, yeah, now you see, it is extremely cheap, really good range. DPS is pretty standard, but it's still really high for what his range is and for what his cost is. And again, triple typing on typings that are immensely relevant. So yeah, there's that. And again, immune to freeze, which, you know, might work once in a while, question mark, sorta. Right, yeah, it also works for the Aku phase freeze as well, because the waves can definitely hit him and freeze him up. So yeah, that's Destroyer. He is definitely a monster now. And I don't think I need to convince you anymore in Return to Remote that this is a really, really good unit, and it's definitely a unit that you should look forward to. Again, well, no, not again, I actually haven't mentioned this. Epic Catfoot Seat for requirement though. So you sorta need to get SOL clear to actually get him, but yeah, there we go. There's that. And, well, 3 Aku Catfoot, but I'm pretty sure the Epic Seed is more important here. So yeah, very, very solid unit. And those are all for the true forms. Let's move on to the next one. Actually, I'm tired of talking. Can I get a 5-minute break? I think I'm gonna get like a 5-minute break real quick. I'm just gonna rest my mouth a little bit. Refill my bottle because my bottle is already almost empty. And so yeah, I'll be right back. I just wanna rest for a little bit. Thank you. I'll see you in a bit. I'm just gonna put it here. Where's my text? Where's the text? Where's the text? Yeah, 5 to 10 minutes break. Here we go. I'll be right back. That bird does not loop well. Yeah, I was hoping no one would look at it. I definitely have to fix the Uriel GIF at one point. Cause yeah, that bird is kind of spazzing out. But don't point it out. Don't point it out anymore. Yo, Fortnite? Someone mentioned Fortnite? Okay, I don't remember the rest. Okay, we're back. No more Fortnite. If you say Fortnite anymore, you're banned in chat for life. Your family will also get banned. You pointed out I can't unsee. I shouldn't have pointed it out. You go and Zion will help me beat it if it's a 10% chance. What do you mean by 10% chance? Do you mean the Cadaver Bear one? Because the Cadaver Bear one is like really, really easy though. Wait, where's my bottle? Oh wait, hold on. I left my bottle real quick, hold on. Okay. Right, let's go. Right, moving on from where we last picked off. Did the power stone Holy Blast to kill? Ah, the Holy Blast one. The Holy Blast one is definitely a fun way to do Zionel. Next one, new talents. Mercia. This is the only talent that we got. The main one that she gets is that she gets a dodge chance talent. For increasing dodge chance, she gets curse immunity and surge immunity, and you know, guess what tradeless enemy that has curse and surge? That's right, it's fucking Uriel. I can sort of see that they're trying to make this like sort of an anti-Uriel or anti-Cappy, but I don't know. I don't know about this one. I do think the surge immunity could come in handy, but the curse immunity is a little bit questionable, and yeah, I don't know. It's like this is definitely just for like Mercia trying to impress Uriel or whatever. Yeah, I think I saw Jones using it on Kappa, and it sort of worked out pretty well, but the problem is that it's really, really expensive for a unit that is just relatively mediocre. It's like chances are you're not probably going to want to spend your NP all the way just for this, you know? Another thing about this is that remember that this is a level-based talent, which means that it's really, really expensive to max out. This is probably something like fucking 150. This is like 175 NP, I believe, right? This is 175 NP to max out. 175 NP to max out is a lot. Previously, Mercia's dodge chance is 30%, if you don't know. So with 175 NP, it becomes 40% dodge chance, which is good, but is it worth 175 NP is the question. I feel like 40% chance should have just been Mercia's initial dodge chance, honestly. 40% really should have just been her initial dodge chance. And I feel like she should have gotten something against Traitless. Something like Strong Against or something like that. Because I think that would give her a really good niche for both an attacker and a damager. But no, Ponos has other things in mind. And this other thing in mind is... what? Again, Surge Immunity is good. But are you really going to spend it all for Mercia though? Like, no, probably no. Probably not really, no. 235? No, 235 is if it's a new ability. But if it's an improving existing ability, you don't need the unlock unlock thing. So I guess if you're rich and simp Mercia, I mean Mercia's the one who's rich here, but yeah. Mercia got talents. It's not the best. It's there. I think it's neat to play around with, but realistically, it's not a talent that you would get. Is the thing. Like, I can imagine that if you have a gigantic amount of surplus of NP, you can make use of it for Mercia, and she will be usable here and there. But again, I think it's just realistically not worth getting. Is all. Next one, new cat combos. Again, these are pretty good cat combos. Courier finally gets his first cat combo. They knew what's up. They knew that the other eggs aren't worth it, and they give Courier a combo. Worker start M with Mighty Eater. This basically means that with this, and I think it's Long Necks and Kunio, right? Long Necks, which is a combo for Kubi-Luga and Lion Cat, I believe. And then there's Kunio-kun's combo, which is also a worker startup M. This means, since this is also a M combo, and this is also an M combo, you know, you start your worker with 1, you plus 2, you plus 2, you plus 2 here. So you immediately get level 7 wallet. With 5 slot, you can immediately now get level 7 wallet. Pretty good, and you bring Courier with you. So yeah, this is the dojo strat. Immediate level 7 wallet with Courier. What else do you want from dojo? I lost Kunio since I lost my update. Ah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, so this is now a thing. You just start with level 7. I just gotta make sure it. Kunios is M, right? I just gotta make sure, dude. Yeah. Kunios is M. So yeah, this is level 7 instantly. Pretty good. So that is also a thing. Unfortunately, Mighty Eater is still kind of just eh. And then the other new cat combo is with Kana and Heavy Assault CAT. Remember that Girls Months pretty much always has this. Girls Months always generally has a good combo with them related to them. Sometimes, you know, things like Verbana isn't actually related to her. But yeah. Kana, who is also already a massive damage against Black Unit, and Heavy Assault CAT, who is also a massive damage against Black Unit with Talent, has a massive damage up Talent, which is, yeah, this is also a really, really good combo. This is only 10% 10% up, which is similar to attack up. Usually, a lot of the times, you wouldn't want to use a massive damage combo instead of an attack up, because usually attack up is just straight out better. But Adventure, Kana, and CAT, again, are units that are anti-black anyways, and are both massive damage units. So it is almost like a free it's almost like a free combo for on a black stage. So yeah, they're a really, really good combo. You think Kunio is coming back? I mean, it's up to Ponos. Fucking, I don't know. New units. Should I talk about the new enemies first? Okay, let's talk about some of the more miscellaneous stuff first before we move on to the new unit. New enemy is an Angel Behemoth Gory, and this is this is fucking scary, dude. Hold on. This is probably one of the scariest behemoth out there. Look at this motherfucker. First of all, Ponos, what is this number? Can't you just round this number? Like, yeah, okay, this number is big. It's 1 million health. But why is the number like this? Why is the number like this? Ponos? What the fuck? You could have just given it like 1,855,000. You know that's a thing, right, Ponos? What is this 5,204? So yeah, first of all, it has beefy ass stats. Second of all, it has 24 knockback counts. That's a lot. That's quite a lot of knockback counts. The damage isn't too crazy, but it has Omni Strike. And it stands at 200 range. That's kind of huge. That's kind of big. The range goes up to 250, which means that it can hit Courier. Very important to note. It can hit Courier. Oh my gosh, what is this damage? This damage number is just so weird. Even though the 12,500 is normal though. So yeah, it attacks fast. It has really good DPS. It has really decent damage. You can ram in it still, but it also has a level 2 wave. This is extremely scary. If you know, hold on. You know Bun Bun Symbiote? You've definitely fought against this guy before, right? Bun Bun Symbiote has like a 5% chance to wave. And if you fight a lot of Bun Bun Symbiote, you probably already know this guy can really ruin your day if that 5% proc hits. Now imagine that, but 10%. Imagine that, but the wave is 10%. And also, this guy's wave is level 1. This guy is level 1, 5% chance, and he can ruin your life. This guy's wave is level 2, and it's 10% chance. Yeah. It's a pretty scary enemy. Obviously, it's not alone, but also the other thing that is important to note, the stage that this guy currently appears in has, I believe, 15 cat limit. It's either 15 or 10 cat limit, I forgot. But it has a cat limit on the stage that it has it on. So, yeah. Good luck spamming ramen. That's not going to work because your cats are going to be limited. I think it's actually 10 cat limit now that I think about it. I'm not even sure. Empress Excavation 2. Yeah, it's something like that. Maybe I can find it. Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, it is 15 cat limit. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna bring in the last stage from Empress Excavation 2 just to bring in the fear, you know. This is the last stage of Empress Excavation 2, one of the new stages in this update. This yellow one is the new Gory. There's two of them. It is 100% magnification, but again, the cat limit is 15. There's some strong Ultra Baba with Trillers, pretty strong Seal, 200% Wild Doges, woo, your favorite type of enemy, right? There's also Relic Doges here. It's a couple of 200% Brawlos, everyone loves those stuff. And strong as Doge Dark and stuff like that, you know. On paper, again, it is like a relatively simple level, but it is still very important to note about the cat limit. You still gotta remember that you are fighting with 15 cat limit here, which means that you cannot just spam everything. They're making you lure this shit. Yeah, it is a pretty scary stage for sure. Like if you look at it, it's not too bad, right? Like this one only has 2. There's only like 4 Trillers. The Seal is infinite for cash, you know. The Relic Doges, there's only 3. There's only 2 Brawlos. There's only 5 Doge Darks. You know, it's not that bad. You just gotta deal with the 15 cat limit. And I mentioned this before, but this sort of this enemy, since it does go from 200 to 250 and stuff like that, and you know, you probably would want to outrange it, which is where Sweet Bro's true form actually sort of works. I have seen a lot of people use Gelgatos on the new Angel Gory, and it seems to be working pretty well. Even if its damage isn't like insane, it's still there. The damage is there. He outranges the Gory, and he is also immune to wave. It is also very important. This is not something that is new in the true form. Sweet Bros has always been immune to wave, and that means it is immune to the Gory's wave. So yeah, and again, this is level 30, so you can boost him. You can boost Gelgatos up, and it would go pretty well against the Gory. Like even if this level 2 wave procs, he will survive. Your Robin might die, but at least he will survive still. He has a lot of knockback counts, which means that if you do keep on just stacking damage on him, he will keep on getting constantly knocked back. Granted, his HP is still really tanky. But yeah, so as long as you're staying in the offensive, you can push him back constantly. But yeah, very scary enemy, and especially with a very scary cap limit. So yeah, that's the new enemy. I think currently it only appears in Empress Excavation, This is like the third stage for Empress Excavation, or is it the fourth stage of Empress Excavation or whatever? Oh yeah, it's the fourth stage of Empress Excavation. So there are 3 other stages with this guy on it, on Empress Excavation. All of them having 15 cat limit, but yeah. So I thought I had 185,000. Oh no, no, that dies in like 2 Bahamut hits. No, it has 1.8 million. But yeah, that's the new Gory. Oh right, I forgot to mention. This is Rajang. If you haven't noticed, this is a reference to Rajang. Which is what we previously thought Raging Gory is, but this one has a clear distinction with the horns of Rajang. Previously with Raging Gory, it's still sort of vague whether it's Rajang or not. This one is definitely Rajang. First of all, it's a fucking King Kong. Second of all, yeah, the horns exactly match up. So yeah, this is definitely 100% Rajang. So that's neat. I still need to remember to put up the reference for Monster Hunter for every beast enemies. So that's it for new enemy. That's the only new enemy actually. Other miscellaneous stuff are these, you know, new UL crown. UL 35 and 36 gets 2 star difficulty, 25 to 27 get 3 star difficulty. Fucking, I really don't want to play Start UL, dude. 1.7 magnification on like mid UL sounds like hell. I really don't want to do Start UL. Right, new event and gauntlet maps. Again, Empress Excavation 2 is a thing. That is where you fight Rajang. I actually don't remember what you get. Oh, right, you get a new egg here. This is where you get the new N003. Right, yeah, this is where you get the new N003. Which we'll get into a little bit later. Ranma Health Clap Gauntlet, 30 stages. Oh my god. Fucking gauntlets, dude. Ranma Health Clap maps get 4 star difficulty. Mola Mola Clap Gauntlet with 20 stages. And a new time stage that drops Behemoth Stone. I vaguely remember this being a thing, but I haven't actually looked into it. I actually have not looked into this one at all. So there are a couple of time stages that seems to drop Behemoth Stone, but it is a one-time drop, so don't expect to like farm from it or whatsoever. It's mainly just a bonus. I don't actually remember what these time stages are or what they look like. I'm sure if it shows up somewhere, you just gotta get a lookout on it. If a time attack stage appears, it might drop Behemoth Stones. That's all I'll say. Oh, this one is the... Oh, okay. I remember what this is now. I remember what these are now. These are... Okay, let me just pull this up. Okay, so these new time stages. Remember back when we had the legendary net? When we get the net, there were a couple of stages where we are forced to use only units from that net gacha. That is what this time reward is. Oh my gosh, this is really low quality. This is those time rewards stages. So you can see here, Win makes a return. Woo, the coolest enemy ever. It's the Win, and also Little Doges. Fuck you. Yeah, there's a time score rewards. Like for example, this one has like if you beat it with 5,000, you get yellow Behemoth Stone, which is pretty good. 2,500 you get red, 500 you get purple. You know. So yeah, this is yeah, it's kind of like the Love Letter one too. Love Letter, Bugnet, those have those sort of you know, stages where it has a unit restriction, this one. Yeah. This one basically just says it's like unit restriction are units from the Bucknets gacha. So yeah, this is what it is. This is a unit stage that is specifically for the Bucknet. And you might notice it's like, wait, but like the Bucknet units are immensely weak. How the fuck am I supposed to fight fucking Ursa Major? The answer to that is the new egg. Is what I'll say for now. Because the new egg isn't actually... Well, I mean, the new egg is kind of ass, but... yeah. It is basically stage 4 to showcase the new egg. My first time on stream and Lucas is on fire. Hell yeah. So yeah, that is all. Except for the new cat units. Let me get a drink. Oh my god, I really want to talk about this first. Should I talk about this first? God. Okay, I want to talk about this first. Useless unit. You might wonder what this is. This is an extremely funny unit. Oh boy. So, if you Google translate this, this unit, this is Neko Cheetah. It's a cheetah. Let me pull up the stats here. You might notice, why is it a useless unit? Well, let me show you the stats. First of all, this is stats at level 30. This is technically stats at level 30. But its cap is level 1, which means that it cannot actually have this stats. This actually are not stats that is achievable. At level 1, it has 1 HP actually, and 1 damage. It has infinite attack frequency. It costs 1.5. It has 11 minutes respawn. Its range is 1, it's single target. It has 0 DPS. The attack timing is 100 frames and then minus 99. It has 0 speed, which means that it literally cannot move. And since it's capped at level 1, it doesn't even have an evolved form. This is the only form that it has. Yeah, it looks like this. This Neko Cheetah looks like this. It's literally just that cheetah chilling there. Let me see if I can pull up a... Do I have an image for this guy? Oh, I do. Like, look at this guy. He's just chilling. He's big chilling. Why does it have a ball and chain? The base defender. So yeah, as you can see, it does not move. It can't even attack. It literally cannot attack. It cannot move. It doesn't have any HP whatsoever. So you might ask, what the fuck is this unit? Well, so remember that this is Neko Cheetah, right? In Japanese, cheetah is spelled, well, cheetah. You know what else is spelled cheetah? Cheater. It is a unit for cheater, because cheater is cheetah. So this unit is technically not available to get anywhere, at least for now. I'd imagine they wouldn't want to be able to get anywhere, but this is a unit for cheaters. So technically, yeah, as you can, some of you might say that it's used to catch cheater, but as of currently, I think some people who have data mined this unit actually says this unit doesn't have any link whatsoever with Ponos's like flag cheats kind of thing, you know, it's like they said that some data miners said that like owning this unit doesn't actually trigger any sort of like anti-cheat mechanics that Ponos have for in Battle Cat. So fucking, I don't know. Maybe in the future updates it will, but for now, it is basically just a unit to show that's like, yeah, if you have this, you're a fucking dirty cheater. That's all it does. It's just chilling, and it's just to proudly show that you're a fucking cheater. That's it. So no, when you obtain it, you don't get banned. At least currently, you don't. As of the stream right now, at least, Data Miners has said that this doesn't actually have any correlation whatsoever with Ponos' banning system and whatsoever. So it is currently just chilling. It just sits and smile. Yeah, it just looks at you. It even has an idle animation too, like the tail kind of wags and stuff like that. But yeah, it is a funny haha unit. It is a cheetah. It is oddly cute. No, it's not oddly cute. It's just cute. It really is just cute. Half convinced Ponos added this to make a de facto worst Uber on top of being a joke unit. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this guy is an Uber Air. It's not even like special or whatever, it's literally an Uber. It's a no gacha Uber! It really is. Imagine getting this unit with a flat ticket. That would be kind of funny. But no, unfortunately, the Uberfest and like platinum tickets and stuff like that does not update with the cheetah. Very unfortunate, I know. I know everyone wants the cheetah, but yeah, you can't have it. Next one. Let's actually move on to some of the new units. The new Dynamite, as you can see earlier, this one, the Tengu guy. This one, the one that Ponos accidentally scheduled tweet wrong, even though it's supposed to be Neko Lucas. They talked about Dynamites anyways and spoiled the new Uber. New Uber is a strong against and chance to knock back versus Red and Angel with strengthened at 33%. Immune to wave and weaken and has Colossus Slayer. Kind of feels like Balrog-ish, but also not really because it is a rage unit. Let me pull up the stats real quick. Well, I'll just bring the evolve form. Okay, whatever, I'm bringing both. Okay. Copy the... Oops, that's a bit too much. There we go. The new Uber for Dynamites. There we go. Gory counter? It doesn't have Behemoth Slayer though. It's a Colossus Slayer. Remember, it's not... The new Gory is not Colossus, it's Behemoth. Sorry about that. But yeah, we got this guy before Satoru gets a true form, which is kind of funny. Usually Dynamites really rely on true form too. This one is an sorta interesting-ish unit. It has 6 knockback counts, which is really good. The respawn is really low. The range is pretty well, it's pretty good. The damage, the DPS is alright. The HP is really low, all things considered, but it does have really low respawn, so it sorta checks out. The cost is pretty nice. Attack frequency is pretty good. Speed is pretty good. It strengthens at 33% HP, which means that normally you would have 2 knockback counts. But you also need to remember this guy's HP is kind of low. There's a pretty good chance that some of your knockbacks might get taken away in one shot. Some strong enemies could like 2-shot this guy, so sometimes the strengthen might not even activate. At least that's what I'm thinking. I haven't seen anyone try this yet, so this is just a speculation. This is just a speculation. But I do feel like the HP could pose a problem for this guy, where the strengthen could be completely skipped sometimes. But it shouldn't be like a common problem, if I'd imagine. When it does strengthen it by 100% at 33% HP, this does become like 8k DPS. But also need to remember that is at 400 range, and with probably only having like 1 or 2 knockbacks left, and at 33% HP, your HP will probably like 10k or something like that, which you're probably gonna get one-shotted by everything. What banner is this guy? This guy is Dynamites. Dynamites has kind of like a sort of a pattern where their true form makes an absolute massive change. So I'm not really surprised that this guy looks sort of underwhelming, because usually Dynamites does like a massive fix on their true form, or even if it doesn't do a massive fix, sometimes it just like doubles the stats. Like Dynamite's true form are not afraid to go big. So I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's true form becomes Omega busted. I think it already has potential. I think it would still be usable here and there. The knockback is sort of questionable, honestly, but it does have strong, so it does have better HP against Red and Angel. Sorry, and also better damage and stuff like that. But it is sort of somewhat situational, especially with like the 400 range. But again, respawn is really short, cost is really good, attack frequency is pretty good, speed is pretty good. So again, oh yeah, there's also Colossus Slayer. I forgot to talk about that. It does have Colossus Slayer, so you can use it for some Colossal. But other than that, I don't think this unit is particularly Omega powerful whatsoever, but it also doesn't look bad. I don't think it looks really bad at all. And I think the potential for an amazing true form is definitely there. Even without the true form, I can definitely imagine him still working out here and there, especially against Colossal, and especially against Red and Angel, of course. But yeah, for now, I think I can see the future where his true form becomes an immensely powerful unit. So yeah. Hi Kimi. Yeah, I'm discussing Battle Cats. It's Battle Cats nerd hours. That's 14.6k DPS strength versus traits, but 400 range and also like barely any health left. So yeah. Again, definitely not a weak unit. It's still definitely there, but sometimes DPS is not everything. You just gotta remember that sometimes DPS is not everything, and you gotta, yeah. Next Uber, Summer Lilin. This is also another Summer Uber that is not a true form. This is actually just a whole ass new unit. Here we are. For TOS purposes, I'm not going to show the full body of Summer Lilin. I mean, it's not that bad. Honestly, it's not that bad, but there we are. This is Summer Lilin. Okay, I'm just gonna move this up. There we go. Okay, so new Summer Lilin. I actually haven't really checked you out that much. I actually don't remember what you do. Shit, I have to actually read it now. Targets alien and traitless. Cost is pretty cheap. Barrier breaker 100% and dodge. Wait, what? Dodge? Dodge for 2 seconds for 20... Aren't you a range unit? You are! 350... Wait, what? You are strong against, huh? What does OG Lilin do? Wait, what? I actually don't even remember what OG Lilin do. OG Lilin is an Aku Shield Breaker, right? Oh, it actually is strong against. Wow, I actually completely forgot about that. I actually don't remember Lilin being strong against. Huh. Okay. Yeah, OG Lilin is strong and... No, it has Shield Pierce. Yeah, OG Lilin has 100% chance to Shield Pierce. And strong against Aku and Angel. This one is against the Alien Barrier. I guess it is kind of an extra defense, sorta. And this one actually has a better health than normal Lilin. This is basic Lilin. Basic Lilin actually has less health than Summer Lilin. So that's interesting. Yeah, that's actually interesting. Even the damage is better as well. Wait, what? This actually feels stronger. Well, no, this I guess this sort of balances out from the Shield Breaker question mark. It actually looks pretty good now that I think about it. It's strong against Straightless, but if the DPS is 4.7 against Straightless is 1.5, so it's around 7k. 7k is not that big for a unit that stands at 350 range though. But it does have low cooldown and low respawn. And it does have the dodge, but... I can see it working still, but doesn't... I don't know, actually this feels kind of like a lackluster unit. This feels like one of those units where Polos tried to put too much things on and tried to make it too balanced on too many enemies or whatever, but then they ended up being underwhelming on all aspects. That's what my feeling on this unit currently is. Lynn doesn't have a true form yet. Yeah, that's true, but you know, fucking, I don't know. I do not really have an opinion for this girl yet. Currently, I think she has potential for usage against Straightless. You can use her for Arost. Maybe you can use her for stuff like Puffsley, because she does have a little bit of health and stuff like that. But maybe she just be kind of like a utility unit or something like that. But yeah, otherwise, you look usable enough. You look usable enough for me to not say you're useless. But I can't really say if you're strong or not. I do think she's worth the shot if you have her though. You might want to give her a spin against like Auros and stuff like that. Or maybe against stuff like where you tank some aliens and stuff like that. But other than that, maybe wait for a true form. But yeah, that's that's new Lilin. Next new unit. Leotard Ranma. This is one of the new Ranma unit that we get from the collab. Most of you are probably not going to be that interested, but I'm going to show it anyways. Right. New Ranma Uber. New Ranma Uber looks a bit okay. So it has an Omni, it's not Omni Strike, so it has an LD. It sets a pretty good range actually, 500 range, 250 to 60, 250 to 650. This is not too bad. 250 is not too terrible of a blind spot, and 650 is, it doesn't really pierce that much, but it still appears. The DPS is low, but I feel like that's okay because it stands at 500. The respawn is low, the cost is pretty low. HP is okay, knockback is okay, attack frequency is sorta long. The freeze is only lasts for 2 seconds though, and it's against Black and Angel. Black is definitely a questionable one. Angel is pretty good target though. Angel is a pretty good target. The freeze seems to be sorta low, but also at the same time it's a 500 range unit, sorta excusable. I think it looks pretty nice. The uptime is really low again. Yeah, the uptime is really low, but it is a 500 range unit with LD, so I feel like it is excusable for it being kind of like just there for a support. But also you might still have other better units to actually CC Angels with, so fucking, I don't know, it's there, it's okay. I think it's, again, it's not a useless unit, it's usable, fucking whatever, you get the gist. I'll just move on. Right, oh gosh. Okay, since we are on the topic of Ranma, let's talk about Genma first. Before we move on to the other super rare. Genma is a new super rare from Ranma, and this is arguably the more interesting one from Ranma collab actually. Both of these have the same stats, so I can just copy this. This guy, oh, how do I read your name? David? Fucking, I'll just call you David. David, thank you for the Prime sub. Enjoy your emotes and shit like that. So, Genma is actually pretty interesting. This is a super rare in the Ranma collab, and it does massive damage against Traitless and Aku. That's literally just a man. No, that's a panda. What are you talking about? It stands at 300 range. The respawn is relatively long, but it's pretty good. The cost is cheap. Attack frequency is good. Speed is good. HP is pretty good for a super rare. It's well, I mean, it's not the best, but it's still pretty good. Knockback is good. Damage is alright. The DPS is okay with 300 range and stackability, and it does massive damage. So against White and Aku, since we don't have treasures against White and Aku, it is ×3. So it does deal 9k DPS against White and Aku for 300 range and pretty quick respawn. Pretty good. Actually pretty good. Definitely an Aros counter for sure. You might even use it for like wild doges and stuff like that. I think he even outrages Aku Peng actually. He doesn't have like surge immunity, so it can't handle like death search, but still, it's still pretty good. Damage per hit, is like if it ×3 this is already like 33k. 33k damage per hit. Pretty good. Pretty good. Definitely an interesting unit. And definitely the more interesting unit compared to the new Ranma Uber. So the lesson of the day, don't simp on girls, you simp on pandas instead. You simp on old pandas. Yeah, that's the lesson of the day. I have seen several footage of this guy actually, and yeah, this guy actually has been shown to kick some ass, so definitely if Ranma comes back, this is the unit you want to look at. This is the super that you're going to be trying to find. So yeah, do not forget, if Ranma comes in, this is the super that you want. Give me that some. I shouldn't have read that chat message. I feel like you want to combine Panda and that word, and then you realize, wait, like Panda already starts with P. I can't actually combine that word. Is that what you? Is that what you did? That's gotta be what you did. But yeah, Panda is there, and now the other super rare, and it's also very interesting. Brainwash Bird. So far, most of the Brainwash stuff hasn't been that interesting, aside from like Brainwash Tank. This one is actually very interesting. Massive damage versus Straightless and has 50% chance to do level 2 mini waves and is immune to wave and surge. It's kind of huge, actually. It's kind of huge. Let me bring this up. Shin Disable Cat version. Oh man, that's actually a pretty good comparison. Fuck it, I'll put it here. Oh, yeah, I'm getting sleepy. Fuck. Here we are. Brainwashed UFO. There it is. So it targets wide. It has some massive damage. It has a 50% chance to do mini wave. If you don't know, mini wave is 20% damage of the original source. But it is level 2. Level 2 also travels the same distance as a normal level 2 wave, which is pretty good actually. Outraged by Cappy Jr. Well, it is a Crazy UFO. It has similar stats like Crazy UFO. It has 205 range, which is usually not really safe. Manic Flying fixes this by adding a couple more range. I think Manic Flying has like 220 range. But Crazy Bird also has 205 range. It is barely just enough to outrange things like Bud Bud and Dark Otter, which has like 200 range. And it has pretty much the same everything else. It has same cost, same respawn, same attack frequency, same speed. The HP is sort of similar with Crazy UFO. Knockback is the same. The damage and DPS is also sort of similar. It's slightly weaker. It's slightly weaker than normal Crazy UFO. But the fact that it does massive damage against Straightless, like even if you say it's like, well, it doesn't have a Manic version, massive damage against Straightless with level 2 mini wave. That's pretty big. That's pretty fucking big. DPS times 3 is basically around 10k. Again, level 30. And again, this is a UFO. This is a UFO clone, which means that it has really low cooldown. Combine this with research, it's essentially 2 seconds cooldown, spammable 10k DPS. Yes, you can't really use it for like auras and shit like that, sure, but you can use it to rush down things like Dakshan really fast, or just rush down some other traitless enemies whatsoever that you can like enter blind spot, like Moles or Henry or whatever. You can rush them down super fast with this guy. I have seen him work really well once in a while here and there. And it also works for things like Mr. Mur. It doesn't outrange Mr. Mur, I think. It doesn't outrange Mr. Mur, but sometimes Mr. Mur hides behind some other enemies, and you can actually use the mini wave to just snipe them down. Granted, probably one of the biggest problem it has is the same problem that Crazy UFO has, which is that it's sorta expensive. Like, you can just keep on spawning it over and over again, but your wallet will cry. But at least this one feels more worth spawning, you know? Still waiting for Brainwash Whale with Savage Flow, oh my god. So yeah. Can we now beat Korea level easy? You already got nerf and you still want this? Shake my head. It has also Wave and Surge immune, which is sort of like an extra, honestly, because I don't really think there's any other traitless that does Wave and or Surge that like this guy can actually even work on in the first place. So it is sort of an extra. It is there. It is definitely there. You can definitely use him to like snipe down Mr. Mer better or whatever, stuff like that. What's the difference between mini wave and normal wave? Mini wave is 20% damage. That's essentially the only main difference. The length of the wave is the same. Mini wave is slightly faster, but it barely matters. The only thing that matters is that mini wave is 20% damage. Is this better for floor 45 panic flying stack? Probably, yeah. Because it will. I imagine if you use it on floor 45, it should be able to delete Dash Hun really fast. But yeah, definitely an interesting unit to have. Very looking forward for more testing to whoever have Brainwash Bird, because it does look like a very fun unit to test around, especially with like the mini wave sniping and stuff like that. So yeah, very interesting unit. I think it is probably the best variant of Bird you are right now, because you know, Flying Cat is shit. Manic Flying isn't absolutely garbage, but it's really limited in usage. This one at least has a good niche, so good on them. I think this one is already better. Like, imagine if you roll. Just imagine if you roll on. This one is on the. Wait, what gacha is this on? Oh, this one is on the summer gacha. Yeah, this one is on the summer gacha. So just imagine if you're like on early game, you roll the summer gacha, you got this guy, and then you do Manic Lion. Just think about it. Just think about it. Yeah, it is kind of like a bear cat if you think about it. It is kind of like a bear cat gacha. Just think of using this guy on Manic Lion. Oh man, he's going to melt Manic Lion. But yeah, Summer Gacha is indeed Hawk this year. It is winning very well. So that's all the super rares. And now we move on to the eggs. There's 2 new eggs. As usual, they already have the true form immediately. N003 and N202. N202, this one is obtained from Summer Bugnet Gacha. Oh my god. I hate this so much. 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 Yeah. Here's another one. Here's another monthly egg. Oh my god. As usual, it starts with 2 because it is, you know, from these sort of stuff. N201 was the anti-Aku one. This one, N003, is obtainable from Empress Excavation 2 mission, the one that you fight fucking Angelic Gorion. You might wonder, N001 is Haniwa, and this one is N003. Where is N002, some of you might ask? Well, it's Edie. If you guys forgot about Edie. There we go. So, if you forgot, Edie is a special cat that we get quite a long time ago before eggs are even a thing. This is Edie N002. And Edie is not even an egg unit, technically. Well, sorta, unless he actually is an egg, but he looks more like a moth now. But yeah. So if you're wondering why N002 doesn't exist, why we skip N002, it's because N002 is literally the first N00 that we got. This is literally the OG N00. It's lore, maybe. ED and Courier are good. Yeah, well, unfortunately. Battle Cat's lore at its finest. So yeah, there's at least Ponos pay attention to the consistency. to the naming N001 being Haniwa and 002 being Edie, and now N003 being the new one. N003 is what a lot of people would call as Cactus, and N202 is what a lot of people doesn't actually even remember at the first place. But I'll talk about N202 first. Because Cactus is special. So N202 is the unit that you get from Summer Bucknet Gacha. It is sort of interesting because it is hold on, let me try to find this. N202. And there we go. So as you can see here, the egg is red, right? So naturally it should be an anti-red. But actually, it's dual typing. It's not purely an anti-red. It is an anti-red and alien. Yeah, it kind of breaks the convention of other eggs, actually. It is red, but it also targets alien. It is a double-traded egg that is unfortunately not really good. As usual, of course, it's Behemoth Slayer, with the Behemoth Dodge, of course, classic. It is a unit that weakens for 50% chance. Weird, huh? So, first of all, this is already a second red egg, as you can tell. So now we know we are not limited to one trait per egg. That is good to know. And the other thing that is also good to know is that since this targets both red and alien, that also means that the color of the egg doesn't determine what the target only is. It targets one of the it determines one of the target traits, but it doesn't determine all of the target traits. It could still have potentially other traits, and this one is alien. They're fun to run out of traits anyways, but yeah. So we get a second red egg that is a unit that weakens, but it has a really low range for some reason. The cooldown is really short, the cost is really cheap, attack frequency is pretty decent, the speed is... normally I would be okay with the speed, but this is kind of a melee unit. It is questionable. I think the speed could be way higher for what it does. The HP is relatively low. Knockback is 1, which honestly, I'm completely content with. I think 1 knockback would actually make complete sense for this guy. The damage is negligible. It's negligible. So... I don't know. This unit is weird. This unit is sort of weird. It's not really interesting in any way. The weaken isn't even guaranteed. The weaken does last for 3 seconds, which is pretty good. It does actually, you know, has a 100% uptime, but it is 50% chance, and it's not exactly stackable. Like, the respawn is short. Yes, the respawn is short, but the range is 210, which means that it's probably going to die pretty fast. Especially with a 1 knockback count and a relatively meh HP. Yeah, it's sort of a lackluster unit. I have actually sorta, like, visualized, sorta, kinda, not really visualized, but I have tried looking up some stuff again for this guy, and I do find out that he does sorta work for Scissorex, at least. In terms of numbers, it sort of works for Scissorex. Hold on. This guy Because this guy is an alien after all. I looked up the numbers, and if I'm not wrong, if my brain doesn't fail me, I do believe at level 30, thanks to Behemoth Slayer, he actually can tank, this guy's, attack if he's weakened. So, if he actually lands the weaken first, he actually can tank Scissor X, and potentially that could lead up to a chain of multiple more weakens, but I don't know. That's all I'll say. I don't know. It's sort of like kind of a big brain possible theory strategy what if here and there, but it's so complicated that like for normal players I feel like just spam courier, bro. So yeah, that is Ento02. It is sort of lackluster, and I'd imagine his his target versus alien is the main reason why this stage has Ursa Major, because you can use this guy on this stage. You can use this guy on this stage since it is on the Bucknet Gacha. You can level him up normally to level 30, and you can get him to plus 10 as well. You can use him for this guy, you can use him for the Ursa Major here, because it, you know, it weakens alien and stuff like that, so I don't know. I think this unit could potentially have usage against Scissor X, but aside from that, I think his range is way too low, and I think his weaken should have just been 100%, man. This weekend should have just been 100%. Let's be real here. The cost requirement isn't too bad. It's 10 purple and 10 red, which is, you know, it's a decent amount, but at least it's not blue, it's not green, and it's not yellow, and that's all I care about. So there is that. This guy, I don't know, man. I do think he has the lack of consistency and the lack of being able to like get in. Because I feel like if his speed is higher and his HP is higher, he would be able to like sort of be like a pseudo tank kind of deal, you know, where he goes in, weaken, and then just continues weakening with what health he has, because he only has one knockback, so he like just tanks the enemy. But his speed is really low and whatever, and his weaken isn't even consistent, so yeah, I don't know. This unit seems troubling, but I'd imagine someone might be able to find some usage out of it. So, final one, N003. This one is also another big highlight of this update. Let's see here. Oh boy. Okay, no. Okay, I got it. Okay, so first, this is Cactus. It's actually pretty cute. I actually really like this cactus. This cactus is super cute. I should get a full body image of this guy. Oh yeah, also, I just want to show this. N202's attack animation. He just shines. He gets in, like, fucking shines like a bug or whatever, and then it just goes out again. It's really cute. And then this one is Cactus. Wait, what? Why is there two of them? There we go. This one is Cactus. Look at that guy. He's also just chilling. He shoots by, like, shooting out needles and stuff like that. So, this is N003, and this is our second Aku egg. You know, our first Aku egg was fucking what's his name again? Whatever his the possessed guy is, you know, that guy was the first Aku egg. So this is our second Aku egg actually. This one only targets Aku. It doesn't have double trade target like the other one. Exorcist, right? Yeah. And this is a meat shield. This is a 4 seconds meat shield, 140 range, cheap cost, attack frequency doesn't really matter, speed is there. HP is pretty big, 1 knockback count as a meat shield should. It's a single area, single attack, and then it's like whatever DPS. It is strong against Aku, and it is immune to Surge. Basically, it's kind of like the Aku Catalyte, essentially. It is kind of like an Aku Catalyte with a immune to Surge. Very, very interesting. Its cost is relatively cheap. The HP is definitely high up there. With anti-Aku, this basically doubles, so it's essentially around 39k HP. 39k effective HP against Aku, with pretty low respawn and stuff like that. So it looks like a pretty solid meat shield, and it is, especially with the immune to Surge as well, which means that it wouldn't be affected by Death Surge, or just Akus that does Surge in general, or even you can just use him against just any enemies that does Surge. But to be fair, you might as well just use Galo Amigo at that point, but you know, if there's an Aku there, extra points, you know. It is a relatively good HP as well, which means that even outside of Aku, it can still be relatively okay used. Question mark, kinda, sorta, maybe, I don't know actually. But immune to Surge is definitely a thing, so you can use it to kind of like, maybe if you don't want to use like Galo Amigo that is way too weak, you can use this guy instead. And stuff like that. No more getting Mexicode, indeed. This guy is basically going to be the Aku Rover. So, and you know, Rover has been working well, so naturally this guy also works pretty well, especially with the Surge immunity. It doubles it up. It just makes it extra working really well. Aku Bear doesn't actually usually push that hard. If you really try to meat shield it, it doesn't actually do a shit ton amount of damage. So even with like this guy having 39k is also pretty good. But do you notice you're missing something here? Do you notice you're missing something? This cactus doesn't have a Behemoth Slayer. This cactus doesn't actually counter Behemoth. It is not an anti-Behemoth meat shield. It is also, aside from, you know, being the second Aku egg, this is also the first egg that doesn't actually have Behemoth Slayer. Yeah, this egg does not have Behemoth Slayer. Very, very interesting. I'd imagine Ponos just realizes, like, you know what, this guy's gonna be way too strong for like Behemoth. So we might as well just not make it Behemoth Slayer. What about Edie? Okay, listen. don't get a smart ass on me, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so the first egg that doesn't actually do Behemoth Slayer. Very interesting indeed. But even without the Behemoth Slayer, it still has already plenty of use anyways, right? It's a pretty good anti-Aku and stuff like that, so you might think, oh, I definitely would want to use it for Aku realms, naturally, right? Because why wouldn't you? It is definitely going to be a very, very useful unit if you want to like traverse through Aku realms. My Google Chrome is not responding. Okay, there we go. So then you might ask, well, how do I true form it? Oh boy. Cat fruit requirement. 10 purple behemoth, 10 red behemoth, 10 blue behemoth, 10 green behemoth, 10 yellow behemoth. Yeah. See, 10 purple and red is okay. 10 blue and green is like, well, okay, blue and green hasn't been used for a lot of other units. You might as well save up for this guy. That's not going to be that big of a deal, surely. 10 yellow behemoth? 10 yellow behemoth? You saw... If you were in my returner mode earlier, you saw I have like 20 something purple and 20 something behemoth and green. And I just true formed surgeon, which means I just used up like 13 behemoth, 13 green and 13 blue. So I have like 20 or maybe even like 30 of purple and red and green and stuff like that. And I have like 4 yellow behemoth stones. Because getting yellow behemoth stones is absolutely ass. So yeah, like these 10 of like purple, red, blue, and green aren't actually that big of a deal. It's literally just this. 10 yellow behemoth is a lot. And chances are you are not getting 10 yellow behemoth before you finish Aqua Realms. So if you're planning to use this guy on Aqua Realms, it's not worth it, man. You have a better chance of getting Belly Dancer before you get Cactus. But otherwise, it's still a pretty solid unit in general, like even just for numbers. It's still a really solid unit. I have seen some screenshots of this guy just destroying some Aqua stages. So yeah, is it worth? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. But it's there. It's a good unit for sure. It is a good and solid unit. But whether it's worth this 10 yellow behemoth stone, yeah, well, figure it out yourself. By figure it out yourself, I mean literally, because even I don't know. So yeah, that is pretty much all about 11.7. Overall, not as substantial as like 11.5, obviously, but it's still there's still some stuff here and there. Some of these true forms, well, yeah, a lot of the stuff contents here are definitely for the summer gacha. A lot of the things, like a shit ton amount of changes for the summer gacha, obviously. There's even like summer Lilith as well, and then there's brainwashed. There's a shit ton amount of changes right here, and even summer Neneko is also pretty good. Not much of new enemy, unfortunately, but it's still a pretty interesting one. New Uber is whatever. Panda gaming, Panda winning. Cheetah is funny. Eggers is, well, mainly just Cactus. This guy is kind of This guy is still kind of on a question mark. So yeah, that's about all for 11.7, more or less. Show us Summer Lilin. Can I really show Summer Lilin? Hold on. Okay. Okay, you get a like a pixelated Summer Lilin. You get a low definition pixelated Summer Lilin. There we are. There, that's Summer Lilin. I do really like the neon lights. This neon light is so funny. It's so cute. But yeah, otherwise, there's Summer Lilin. There we go. Now that's it. No more Summer Lilin. Goodbye to your Summer Lilin. Bye bye. Just look at Rajang instead. This one is sexier, right? This one is sexier. There we go. There we go. Look at nice and close. How sexy this beast is. All right. That's about all. That's about all for 11.7. I forgot Oriel is standing right there. So yeah, overall, an okay update. I don't think it's the most amazing. Summer Gacha winning, and that's mainly it. Summer Gacha is definitely the highlight for 11.7. So Summer Gacha is gaming. Unfortunately, Wave Rider Coup did not get anything. Why though, Ponos? Please buff my girl Wave Rider Coup. Why are you buffing Saki? This girl is already really good. Please give Wave Rider Coup true form. Thank you, Ponos, very much. Alright, that's about all for now. hope you enjoyed that solve, and I hope that's informative. Looking forward for this to come to EN, and boy, I gotta make video for 11.7 as soon as possible. It's fine who likes Q anyway. Shut up, shut up. I know one. I know at least one. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. I'm going to find someone to rate now. Let's see if there's anyone that I can raid. Nobody that I know is playing Battle Cats. Let's see. Nobody's also playing Robbie Reeby, goddammit. Oh, Lulu just ended. Ursel ended. Oli ended, goddammit. There was a lot of raid target earlier that's ended. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I think I know who to rate. I actually have not been on this person's stream before, now that I think about it. I literally just recently discovered this person. She's playing Yakuza. You like gaming on Yakuza? Yeah. Hold on. Wait, no, not yet. Let's start a raid. There we go. Right, as usual. Raid message would be... Whoa, what do you mean you fuck Ku? What did Ku ever do to you? I mean, if you mean fuck Ku, yeah, gladly. But as usual, a raid message is just that. If you don't have any... Don't hawk me! If you don't have my emote, you use the cat bag one. If you're sub, use the first one instead. You copy that. And there we go. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'll see you around next time. Has Lucas ever raided a dude before? I have, actually. I've raided Yomo before. I've raided several others before. The problem is Yomo is never live. Wait, Yomo is live right now, actually. Fuck, I just realized. Oh well. It's too late now. It's better to just keep on changing raid targets anyways, so it's nice to rate smaller streamers after all, so yeah. Thank you for coming. I'll see you another time. Bye bye.